Welcome back, folks. I am John Najarian, and this is 3 at 3. Every business day, we bring you unusual option activity. And this is, as defined by us, unusual activity because of the size of the trades and because the trades occurred on the offer. So when we see that, we follow it. We alert our subscribers to it. And of course, occasionally, we're on the halftime report on CNBC or the Fast Money or the Overtime Show, and we talk about it there as well. So let's get to today's 3 at 3. Here it is, the call that we were discussing during the show, which was about BEVs, and that stands for battery electric vehicles. ICE is internal combustion engine. These are acronyms that you will start hearing more and more about, folks. But basically, they concur that what I have said for months is correct, that BEV costs have risen dramatically. Raw material supply is tight. So that's why I like those companies like ABML, LAC, Lithium America, and so forth, because you're going to need lithium. You're going to need nickel, which is Vale, second largest in the world producer of nickel, and manganese. Anyway, in order to get those done, and it has increased, as you see, probably in the, second or third sentence there, raw material increase adds $12,600 in unplanned costs to the Silverado EV. Can only imagine what it does for the Ford, similar. That's the Lightning, of course, the 150 Lightning. And again, who are you going to deal with when it comes to this? Knowing that there are supply shortages, are the people who sell the most going to spread it around? Sure they are. But who are they going to favor? Because this has happened time and time again, and they do favor certain clients, as you might expect. You know, just go to GLW, Corning for Gorilla Glass with Apple or any other. What ends up happening is your biggest clients get the most and they get best pricing. Well, that would be Tesla, because nobody has made as many EVs as Tesla, not even close, not even the interest on the EVs they've sold. So anyway, just thought I'd put this out there because we were discussing it. You see that they downgraded their target for GM from $74 to $33 just on this very fact. All right, now let's get to just a trade from yesterday? That's right. JD, we said bearish put, stock's 51 and a quarter, 20,000. That's 2 million share equivalent. 2 million shares, a lot of shares of any company. JD, it falls by 3% today. The call spread we have on 51.47.5, doing very well, almost doubled our money. I've taken half of that spread off already. Bang. Just kind of letting you guys see it in real time. All right, Crypto Convo. This is where I talk with various leaders in the space. Believe it or not, there are still cryptos you can make money in. I am doing that today. Doesn't mean it's been easy. Doesn't mean that my portfolio is not worth less this week than it was last. It certainly is worth less, but it's not worthless. And I was able to pick up some Bitcoin just around 25,000. I was able to buy some more Ethereum, and I even took a shot on some Luna, Luna. Which is, of course, front and center for their stablecoin debacle. But, you know, if I get a chance to buy what was formerly a $90 stock for pennies, and I do mean pennies, I got to take a shot, folks. Just got to. Crypto Convo, we have conversations with leading people in cryptography, NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens, as well as decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs. Okay, first of today's 3 at 3 is KRE. This is the Regional Banking Index. They came in and bought 3,000 of the June 59 puts. I used this as my final trade today. 59.15 was where the stock was. So they're buying the at the money put. Now it's June, so we've got 5 weeks before these expire. So what do? Whatever you want to do, of course. Do you sell some upside calls, sell some upside call spreads, buy these puts, buy a lower strike put, whatever. There are a bunch of different ways to play it, of course. Some people will even backspread it, meaning they'll put on a ratio of long puts versus short puts, leaning into the long side on those puts. I can't tell you how to trade it. What I can tell you is I bought the 59 puts. My intention is to sell lower strikes, both hands out, against the puts that I've purchased. Second trade is SPLK. And sadly, I do really like this trade. I say sadly because I don't root for these stocks to get killed, but that seems to be the modus operandi. These guys, I think they have earnings the end of May 25th, if memory serves, but they're already buying June puts that are $10 out of the money. So what would I do? I'd buy an at the money, sell the 85s against it, and get myself into a short position with limited risk. And I will be quick like a bunny to take profits or losses because, again, final 5 weeks of an options life, this is rapid time decay, folks. So you got to be ready to move. Third and final is KWEB. KWEB, somebody betting that despite that JD price slip today, and by the way, they're buying these today. So JD has already slipped down to 48. So in other words, could it pop back up to 53, 51, 50 where it was yesterday? Of course it could. Somebody's betting in KWEB and they bought 20,000 of the June 26 calls. So this would be a bet that the Chinese internet stocks make a comeback over the next 5 weeks. What will I do? I will be buying the 25s and selling upside calls against it. 1-to-1, like this. Long the 25s, selling the 27s, 28s, whatever. That's how I play it, folks. Again, you could decide to play it a bunch of different ways. If you don't already know how, by all means, go on over to marketrebellion.com/get started. Here's one reason you might want to consider this trade. Notice I've highlighted the 14th of March. And this is a broad market ETF for those Chinese interwebs. It bottomed at about 21 bucks on the 14th. It took it 2 days to get to 31. 2 days. So does that seem like an intervention to you? Does that seem like maybe it was institutional buying, perhaps Chinese institutional buying? Maybe. Somebody stepping in and buying a bunch of these, buying what? 20,000 of these, 2 million share equivalent? Are they looking for a fast $10 pop? A $5 pop would work out very nicely for us. From their lips to God's ears. We'll see, but that's why I did this trade, folks. Bang. If you would like to learn how to do many of the spreads that I've discussed, go to marketrebellion.com/get started. You can get started spreading in as little as a week. You can learn how. It's not that difficult. We make it very easy. You just sit there on your computer, watch some tutorials on how we do it. We give you a little test at the end of each chapter to make sure you know what you think you know. And then you're ready to maybe start paper trading, eventually doing real trades. Like I say, if you pay attention, you could do this in a week. So make sure you check out marketrebellion.com/get started. That's going to do it for me, folks. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow right back here as we wind up the week, the first full week of May. Bang, right here. Thank you.